Okay, so I've got these samples in a row here, and of course we're in cycle mode. So I just press play. We play it straight through, obviously. Now I want to show you something here in the sample editor. You see here in sample editor, I've got that region is right here. So this, I took a section of this, I trimmed the edges, but you see it here in the sample editor, and we see the entire region length here, for example. As you can see right there, the entire, I can always go right here, as we can do with the main window, and sort of stretch it out and get the full view. And now in the full view, you can see it the same that I have there already. So what we did in the track window will appear here for that region. It's called sample editor. This is for any audio file that we've taken in to our Logic program. Now, for example, here we have several options. First of all, we have audio file. So we can create a backup, we can revert to a backup, save a copy as, we can save selection as. So this selection I have here, this one area that I've trimmed down to, and I've accessed this area, I can actually save it as. And you can see save it as a file, a new file. So I can rename it, and I would say right here in the audio bin right here. So I would say, so I might want to rename it. I call it 2. We'll call that whatever. Right there, right? So I got it right there. I can rename it. Then I have other options, so I can save the right sample rate. So keep the original sample rate, or even change that sample rate to a different sample rate. I can use the original bit depth or change the bit depth as well. I can change the file format from IFF to WAV, stereo conversion, and dither as well. So I want to say I can save it right now to the menu right here and say I can save that. And this is what's required. And this is what I have free, as you can see right there. And I can also make a new folder, but right now it's going to press save. And we've saved it. And this one section here has been saved as a brand new audio file, which will appear in my audio bin. Now also I can edit. I can cut, of course, copy, paste, delete, select all previous file. You can see right here, all those options are right here. But I really want to show you here is the functions. And here in the functions, I can actually normalize. Now, normalization means that I can increase the volume of this waveform, this region, to the maximum allowable peak level. So I'll do that right now. And you notice it changed. But also, I want you to notice too here, let me close this for 1 second. The regions have changed here also in the track. So what I do in the track editor also affects the same region in the track. So I can go right here and say, well, that's not too bad. We did that. Let's scroll back over here. We made it really huge. You can see right there. And I can also undo that. So I go right back here to edit and press undo. Now, besides just normalize, we can change the gain. So normalize increases the gain, but we can get a specific gain we want to get and apply it to that section that I've edited for. Then we also have Groove Machine, Audio, Energizer. Here also in the factory menu as well. As you can see these points here. But back to functions here. I can also fade in, fade out, silence, invert, reverse a sample. So I can reverse this and play it. And you'll notice that when I do play it in the sample editor, the output will come right here through the master. So we're not playing it in track, we're playing it so there are no effects. There's no compression, there's no linear phase EQ either. All we have here is just the output from the editor to the direct output. So I hear without any kind of effects or any inserts on it, totally. So you get a really pure sound. Now if I don't like this, of course, I'll go back to edit and I'll press undo reverse. And we also have, let's see right back here, functions. We could trim. See, it says warning, this selection portion will be permanently deleted. So be careful about that, all right? So let's cancel that. It's just for demonstration purposes here. And then, of course, went to a little bit of factory stuff you saw earlier today. I just did a minute ago. And we can go audio to MIDI groove template. We can go audio to score. And we'll cover more of this later on as we get into the sample section of our DV lessons. And also here we have view samples. I can view bars. So for example here, you'll see here on this end, on the right-hand side, we have the ability to look at the beats and the bars here. I can also go here to view, and we can change that to view it in terms of minutes and seconds. That's minutes and seconds now. And I go to view again and change it to samples. And now it appears as samples. Or in this case, we'll go back to beats and bars. Or in simply timecode, as you can see right there. And besides simply timecode, we can go back to beats and bars. Okay. So we also have transient editing mode. We have amplitude percentage, which you can see right now, or amplitude sample value, which changes the value right here on the end. See here on the left-hand side? So we can change almost every feature in the view here also, which is really cool. And I can also change colors. So you can see here we have this going on where I've got my, I can say loop it or not, loop it or not. I can play it, loop it or not. This is the audio. I can control the audio from here too. So I can control my audio right there in case it's too loud compared to where it is in the track. Because once I play it in the track, it's a little bit different, you can say here. We go back to the track level. And here we play the track. Let's cut this editor down. And it's a much bigger sound, much bigger, because we have the actual inserts into the compression and the EQ. And that's how our sample editor works.